Hi, I'm Jess, the speech language pathologist with Wonderlight Therapy, and thank you for joining us for another week of at-home enrichment. Oftentimes, parents ask us how they can carry over what we're doing within our sessions at home. What games do we need to buy? What toys should we get? But I'm going to show you today how you can address a wide variety of language skills with very few materials. Let's do it. To set up today's activity, all you will need is a tote bag or a container of some type. So that could be a shoebox or a pillowcase. I'm using a small tote bag. And a wide variety of common items or toys from around the house. So let's grab maybe a comb, a sock, a spoon, things from the house, or some of your child's toys like pretend play food items or race car, tennis ball, anything like that. I tried to grab items from several different groups. So I grabbed some pretend play food, bananas, and pizza, a couple toys like a tennis ball and a race car, and a pretend saw. I have a small spoon, a comb, and some sunglasses. The only prep we have today is to put all of those items inside our tote bag. So go ahead and do that now. Voila, it's as easy as that. We are ready to go through a couple of different ways you can use this low prep activity. The first of which is probably the most obvious. You can have your child reach inside and grab an item. Don't let them peek and don't let them take it out of the bag. What we want them to do is to work on using describing words by feeling that item and trying to make a guess of what it is. So they can work on different attributes that they could name, different adjectives, and once they think they know what it is, have them pull out the item and see if they got it correct. For instance, I'm going to reach inside the bag and I will grab an item. What I feel is something that has 4 wheels and it's hard, and out of everything I know that is in the bag, I think it's the race car. So I pull it on out and I did it. I get it right. Another activity you can do with these same materials is to work on comparing and contrasting. So have your child reach inside the bag and pull out 2 items. We want to see if your child can name several ways that these things are the same and several ways that they are different. For example, I pulled out the race car and the ball. I could say that these are the same and that they are both toys, but they're different that one drives and one you can throw and play catch with. Another activity you can do with this is to work on your child's articulation or phonological goals. For example, if your child is working on a specific sound, you can find items from around the house that all contain that sound and put those items in your container. Let's pretend that your child is working on the B sound. You could gather items like the ball, the banana, or other things around your house and put those inside the bag. And you can play similar games of having them reach inside and pull out whatever hidden object it is, or having them guess what it is. But that way you'll get plenty of trials of that target sound, in our example, B, but while the child is doing something more engaging and fun than just regular drill work. Another use for this activity would be working on naming described objects. For example, you can give your child clues about one of the items in the bag, and they have to guess what it is, reach inside, and try to find that item. Let's do an example. So I could give the clue of these are something you wear on your eyes to protect them from the sun. It would be the sunglasses. So you can have your child reach inside the bag and pull them on out. Or you could give another clue, like it's an animal that you might see at the zoo that has a large trunk, big ears, and says brrr. They'd have to reach inside their tote bag and find the elephant. Another great skill that you can target with this activity is categorization and also rapid naming of items from a category. For example, I could reach inside the bag and pull something out. I found our toy saw. So you can have your child work on naming the category, like what group does this belong in? Is it a fruit? No. Is it transportation? No. It's a tool. See if your child can name what group. Or you can also work on rapid naming by saying, since a saw is a tool, let's see if we can name as many tools as we can in the next 30 seconds or a minute, however much time you think your child would need to try to name several items from that group. So I could say a saw, a hammer, a screwdriver, and see how many your child can name. It might be fun to see who can name more in a given amount of time. The last activity I have for you is a really fun one. It involves a lot of imagination and creativity. If you've heard of story cubes, this is a similar idea. I want you to have your child reach inside the bag and pull out 3 items. Their job is to make a cohesive story using those 3 items. It doesn't matter what order, but the story needs to make sense and be presented in a logical manner. This is a wonderful language activity because you can work on so many different skills. You can work on sentence formulation and structure, you can work on vocabulary, you can work on different grammatical features. Anything that your child needs can be accomplished within this task. You never know what you're going to pull out of the bag, so this can be a little tricky for some of the kids. I took it easy on myself and I pulled out the sunglasses, the elephant, and the ball. For example, my story could be, it was a really sunny, beautiful day and Jess and Bree wanted to go to the zoo. They hopped in their car, put on their sunglasses, and went to go visit the elephants. After the zoo, they went to the park with their dogs and played catch. The end. I happened to use the elephant, the ball, and the sunglasses. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing a couple different activities you can do with very little prep and items you already have at home to address a wide variety of language needs. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our video this week. We appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing y'all next week for our next at-home enrichment video. Thanks, bye!